They do rule the world. Because, you know, the sisters and the twins control you. Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't want to hear that kind of talk. But it's the truth. You walk around acting like you don't know what's going on out there. The devil he has his people. And they parade him like saints, but they ain't. They parade him like believers, but they're not. They talk about, well, you know, we are blessed. Blessed with what? Some of you get so caught up with the material things in this world that you think Oprah is the richest person on the face of the earth. And Steve Harvey is the top honcho of the world. And Michael Jackson is the most famous person ever lived. Or Michael Jordan, who probably don't even like his own people, he is the guy. Wake up, folks, and smell the coffee. Wake up. Open your eyes to what's happening in the world. They don't rule the world. Beyonce don't rule the world. And her girls don't rule the world. Jay-Z don't rule the world. Come on for a minute. Before I get started here, I can feel some of you tugging already. Say, where he's going with this? Well, we're going someplace. In Ecclesiastes chapter 11, it explained this. Hear what it says. And some of you probably say, well, I heard this before. Where we go with it? Send out your bread on the face of the waters, for after many days you shall find it. Well, when any one of us here that understand the dynamics of water and bread, you will understand that if you cast bread literally in the water, after many days, you are not finding nothing. Right? So I don't want you to get that picture in your head that he's talking about some bread that come out from Publix or Walmart or came from the oven that your grandmother baked. Cast your bread upon the waters. And not before many days. But he's giving you an understanding of a mindset, because if you could see that and understand how great he is, he can do it. He could literally cast bread into the water, and maybe 15 years from now you'll come and can find it. But the oldest way you can understand that is when you tap into his spirit. Cast your bread upon the waters. If he say for you to sow in the farming and you're going to reap a harvest, then you got to believe him. You can't believe the money market. You can't believe Wall Street.
That's right.
You can't believe those that say they have a plan for this world. You got to believe him.
Praise, yeah.
If he said that you could sow and you shall reap, that's what he means. You can sow and you will reap. But how many of us have the faith to believe that? How many of us believe upon his word? How many of us do believe the word? Some of us, we just read it and it sounds good sometimes, and sometimes the part that we don't like, we take it out. That's not for me. He's not talking to me because I got dismayed. You see, I'm a giver already, and I give to everything. And I'm telling you, you don't give to everything, because you passed the man by the corner and he was begging and he needed some food and you didn't give to him. But you say you give to everything. And the little child that was just walking down the side and you know, trying to find something to eat, and her mother was begging for something, you didn't give to her, but you say you give to everything. And when her stomach cries out to the master and burning with acid, because that's what happened when you don't get food. You get acid in your stomach that burn up the stomach walls and causes you ulcers and other stomach problems. But you don't think you're responsible for that, right? You're not responsible for her stomach burning. She could get some Malanta or something, right? Some pharmaceutical, and she'll be okay. Minister will probably say, give her some ginger. Right?
I'm glad I'm behind the camera.
But let's look at this for a minute. It says, give a portion to 7 and also to 8. For you do not know what evil might be on the earth. You don't know that. If you're going to give to 7, then why not just give to 8? Why would you just stop here? Because, you know, some people giving are conditioned. They're given or conditioned. They have a sum of money or what they would do for the master, and don't ask them to go beyond that.
They have a budget.
They budget the master. Let me put it like that. They have tagged their finances. I like people with recycle faith. You say, what do you mean by that? I like people that have faith that it goes around and it comes back around. You can use it for today, tomorrow, and the next day. People that have recycle faith believe that if I cast my bread upon the water, it will come back to me. Some people that have recycle faith believe that if I give, it will come back to me. Sow, and it will come back to me. Give, and it shall be given to me. Press down, shake it together, and run it over. Because we got some recycling faith. I believe if I give it out, it will return back to me in the measure that I give it. Good measure. Press down, shake it together, and run it over. Some people have faith that is what you would call, let me get the word I'm trying to get, expired faith. Oh, come on. I'm talking to somebody. Some of you, or some people that you know, have expired faith. Your faith have an expiration date upon it. And you only can use it in certain season. Some people believe they can only use their faith in the season of Thanksgiving, because that's when you give thanks and thanks will come back to you. Some people use their faith on birthdays because if I give to their birthday, when my birthday comes, they're going to give it some back to me because they have an expired faith. They only believe that my faith is conditioned to my giving.
Come on, break it down.
I like the people that have a recycle faith. There is no expiration date on it. They believe that we could use it for this and we can use it for that. When you finish drink from the can, you can recycle it. They're going to go and crush it, and then you come back 20 years from that point and you're drinking from something else, or you've seen that same can in your house for a vase or something. I don't know what they make with it, but guess what? They ain't getting rid of it. They just recycle it around and use it again. And some people, I like when they have a recycle faith, because they're going to give today and they're going to give tomorrow. They're going to give next week and they're going to give the week after. And they're going to just keep believing that the master will bring it back to them again. But you know, as I said, some people got expiration date on their faith. They only believe that, you know, Christmas is coming, so I better be good to my grandmother, I better be good to my auntie, or I better be good to this person, because, you know, if I'm not good to them, they're not going to give me good gifts. They're not going to give me back something good. So I better be good to that person. What love it is if you love somebody that will only love you back. But a person that really don't know what love is, you wouldn't love them because they're not lovable and you can't get back nothing from them. But you're only loving the ones that can stretch back something to you. Why not love those that really don't have anything to give you? But because you have an expired faith, you only believe that you can love those that, temporarily because I only can love from this point of the year to that point of the year. I can't love them beyond that. I can't give beyond this point of the year because my year, my season, my time is not here. I can't give you in January because I gave you for Christmas. I can't give you in February because I gave you Thanksgiving and you had your birthday on Christmas too. So don't worry about today that you need to eat. I'm going to give you something next Christmas. So you can starve for the rest of the year, but I'm going to give you something for Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And the coffee pot you gave them, they didn't like it. So they take it back.
Yeah.
That whistling kettle that you gave them, they don't want to hear that no more. It's been whistling all their life. They don't want to hear it because they don't even drink coffee. They want tea. You didn't give them anything to make tea. So they mad at you. They don't want your grater. They don't want your strainer. They don't want your pot spoon. They don't want none of that. Huh? Some of them might take your money if you give them enough. Well, we're going to see something here for a minute. Just hold on one second. He said, if the clouds are filled with rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. And if the trees fall to the south or to the north, in the place where the tree falls, there it is. He said, he who watches the wind does not sow. And some of you been watching the wind. Because the wind brought in to you $5,000. And you decided that you had an expired faith. So you only can give 200 out of that 5,000. And nobody better than ask you for another penny over to $200. That's all I'm giving. Because after that, my faith has expired over my $200. I'm not giving no more. That's it. I reached my limit. I set my mark. And you can't ask me for nothing because I'm not giving more. I done what I'm supposed to do. They need to go to work. They need a job. They don't need to be begging me. They don't need to be asking me for nothing. The master said if you have 2 coats and somebody asks you for one, you give them and you give them the other one too. You say, well, I don't believe in that principle. Because what I'm going to feed my children with. But I take everything and give to them. Well, have you read about the woman that was going to make the little bit of muzzle of, and Elisha said to her, feed me first? Can you imagine the pastor coming up here today and telling you, I need you to give me for the tithes first and the offering first before you pay your bills? You say you must be crazy and alter your cotton picking mind. That's what some of you talking. Pastor got me out of his cotton picking mind come talking about he want me to pay my tithe first, and he want me to give him first fruits, and he want me to give him offering, and he want me to give him for this, but I got a light bill to pay, and I'm not going to be out the lights, and I got this rent to pay, so I'm not going to be out the rent, and I got that to take care of. So I'm going to take care of it first, and what remain, and then maybe he could have something.
Right. Come on, break it down.
But don't worry about it. It's okay. Because y'all would say, I learned to work with my hands. Say, I don't have to ask you for anything. I go to work every day.
Yes, sir.
I work with my hands. But I want you to get out from the slumps that you're in. I want you to get out from the poverty-stricken mind that you had. I want you to get out from the curse that was placed upon you. I want you to break free from that.
Yeah.
So then he says here, verses 4, let's finish that. He said, he who watches the wind does not sow, and he who looks at the cloud does not reap. Not only that you don't sow, and even when you do sow, you still can't reap anything. Because you standing up on the back, you standing up behind everything. Well, I really didn't want to give all that money, but he hoodwinked me out of it. Yeah, that pastor slick. He just don't talk me into my money. But I made up in my mind. The next time I go to church, we ain't got no church for you to come to. But the next time I go, I'm working with $5.50. That's it. I'm living the rest at home. I'm not going to touch it because if I go, he might talk me into giving more. Oh, some of you know you're guilty. Some of you know you're guilty. You don't tuck away all the hundreds of dollars and you don't look for the one that was so wrinkled and so twisted up. The master want to get an iron to put on it. He don't even want it. He says, send it back to the press. You come in with it all wrapped up and rolled up in your hand. What you going to do with it? Some of you, you squeeze the money so hard, blood came out of it. The dead man came to life. Your own resurrection. That's the first time you had a resurrection in your life. Was resurrecting them dead president that were talking to you in your pocket. That's saying, don't squeeze me any harder than that. Man, some folks are so tight. Man, I'm telling you. Oh man, they squeak as she said, they're so tight. You can hear bones cracking and everything. Tight. The masseuse can't help you. That's bad. Acupuncture don't help you. Man, you're just tight. But I want to tell you something about principle. I want to tell you something about power. I want to talk to you. Because we're about to look into something that you probably had never thought about. Because you had liars been preaching to you. And you had stealers been stealing your money. And people that have been preaching words to you that was not true and was not in the word. But they preached it to you anyway. And you believed it. They say, Pastor, hear what they say. Messiah did not create the earth for himself. Haven't you heard that preaching before? But he created it for us. Have you heard that one before? Mm-hmm. That's a lie. I'm here to tell you that's not true. Hold on. I know we got a lot of preachers in here from it. Hold on. He says, people preaching and say, he didn't put money in this world for himself. He put it for you. That's not true. Well, part of it might be true. But all of it is not the truth. He didn't create anything in heaven for himself. He created it for you. We're about to change that right now. Because after my days of fasting, the master said, I want you to go back and look at this word. And I was like, oh, Father, yeah. He said, I want you to take a look at it. And I was like, okay. I need to take a look at it. He said, go back and check it out. So let's go to Colossians. Colossians chapter 1. That's where we're going right now. We're going to check this out. Because all of the lies and manipulations. Well, the master don't drive in car. So he don't make cars for himself. That's not true. He don't need the things of the earth. He just created for you. That's not true. Let's go. We're going to start reading. I know we had a lot of activities and some of you probably tired and ready to go already, want to get the food in the back there. But get some food that's going to help your soul. And get something that's going to change your life. And not just think about what you're going to eat right now, but think about every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the master. Don't just think about the carnal food that you're going to have right now. What about your spirit? Some of your spirit has never been fed real food. Some of you went in and you had some McDonald's from your preacher. Some of you went in and you had some Burger King messages. Some of you went in and you had some Chick-fil-A messages. And you never had some substance from the word. I ain't talking about anybody. I'm just talking about some of the places that you've been. And some of the preachers that you heard before. Why don't you get into a place and line yourself up with real truth so people are going to face and tell you the truth. So you have to face it. When you wake up in the morning, you know what you're looking at. And if you're ugly, you're ugly. You can't change your face. That's what you look like. You're going to have to face it. And some people say, well, makeup is not good. Some people I tell them, use makeup. Please and fast. I don't know what some of you thinking. If you got to put some lipstick on, put it on, girl, please. Brother, you got to get your hair comb it. Get a shave and a bat and look like human beings. Instead of acting like, well, I'm all natural. All natural what? Man, I'm so tired, Pastor. When some of those Hebrews, they're talking about they all natural. I use all natural soap. I use all natural deodorant. Well, it ain't helping you. It's not helping you, and it's sure ain't helping me. So change some of your natural soap, and you may want to get some ivory or something. I don't know. Get something. Make it work. And spray something after you finish. Well, I'm telling you, help me now, Father. What I'm trying to say, if we're going to be King's kids, we got to act like King's kids. We got to walk like King's kids. We got to smell like King's kids. We got to be groomed like King's kids. We got to have breath that smells like King's kids. You can't always walk with a tic-tac. You can't always have that. We are royalty.
Yes, sir.
Priestly people.
Yes.
We got to act that way. Can't come in with your, I tell my sister, say, listen, you need to take a rope and tie that thing and put some weight on it and hang it behind your back. Thing reaching down to your stomach and you're talking about you ain't one with no bra. Put a bra on, put 5 on. Do something. Listen, I'm one of the preachers going to tell you as it is. Stop walking out there with all your cleavage out there. Nobody want to see that.
Stop selling yourself.
You're a Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
You're a royalty.
Yes, sir.
For your sake, do something and do it right. If I don't tell you, who is going to tell you? I'm your brother that love you, that care about you. If I don't tell you, who's going to tell you? People letting you do anything and get away with it. And you're acting like they love you, they care. They don't care about you.
Nope.
You are precious. Royalty. When the Master created this earth, he created it with everything he wanted in it. For him and for himself. All things were created by him, for him, and through him. Nobody else put it together but him. Everything that he has on earth, he created for himself because he didn't want to be poor. Oh, somebody learn. I hope somebody listening right now. He did not want to be a poor creator. He did not want to be a broke Messiah. He did not want to be a broke Messiah. So guess what? Everything that he wanted, and every place that he go, he wanted to make sure that he had everything there to supply every need that he had when he get there. And when the fig tree did not supply his need, he cursed it.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
That's right.
Everything that he created for himself. Even you was created for him.
That's right. That's right. Praise Him. Praise the Master.
Some of us act like, well, he don't have use for it. That's a lie. He got use for it. Because if he ain't got no use for it, that means he fails in some things. That means, and he never fails. That means if he didn't have enough for you, he would have failed in providing for you. And he never fails. Everything you need, he provided it for you. Every desire you had, he provided it for you. Every single human being and every need. They cannot say, they're going to lie on him and say, well, he didn't give me this and give me that. He gave you everything. You didn't use your faith. You didn't activate your faith. You didn't believe in him. You didn't stand on his word. So you got blinded and you didn't see it. The moon he created for him. Yes, you get to use it. But he knew that you were going to need light. And if he didn't provide you with light, then he would have been, you see what I'm saying? he would have fulfilled everything, because that means he didn't provide for you. He is a provider.
Hallelujah.
He is a provider.
Praise Him.
He lacks nothing.
Hallelujah.
Nothing. He lacks nothing. He is a king who came with everything, who built everything, anything you want. Some people think that Rockefeller got money. Some people think that Rock Hudson got this one and that one. Some people think that Oprah got money. But let me tell you something. You want to see a person that got money? Turn to your Messiah. He got gold placed on the streets of heaven. He walking on it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that he desired. So how come if he desired everything and made everything for himself, why would he want less for you? Why would he want you to walk around with less when all that he needed, he provided for himself? I don't know if somebody getting that. I don't understand if you're hearing what I'm saying or not. I say that the Messiah, the Creator, when he was creating heaven and earth, he created all things for himself, and everything he needed, and everything he wanted, and everything he ever going to have, he made sure that he had it. He was lacking nothing. When he came to the earth and they brought the gold and the silver to him, it's because it belongs to him. When they brought the donkey to him, it's because it belongs to him. When they brought everything to him, it's because it belongs to him. Even the thorns that went on his head, he created it for himself. But you see, people, when they won't tell you the truth, because then you have excuses. You have excuses why you don't have enough. You have excuses why you can't give. The word said that he gave his only begotten son. He gave everything. So you would have excuse about giving. Because if he gave everything, guess what? He gave the world so you can live in it, so everything could come back to him. Nothing that he made, did he make it in vain? Everything got used. Let's go. So in verse 1, we're going to start off in verse 1 because we're going to read for a minute. And give me a few minutes, then we might jump into something, because we had such a long program today that I can't give you all of this word today. But guess what? I know some of you are going to have to come back for some of this, because you probably never heard that before, so you're going to have to come back to get some more. You see what I'm saying? Because you're walking around broke, busted, and disgusted. Who you serving? You ain't serving him that way. He didn't expect you to serve him that way. Because he himself, guess what? When he leaves the throne room and he comes onto earth, he's not coming down in bust up garments. He's not coming down with stain of garments. He's not coming down with something that looks less. He's coming as a King of Kings and the Master of all masters. He got the best robe. He got the best turban on his head. He got everything. Man, when you see it, it is without spot, without wrinkle. He's coming down with the finest, and he expects you to have the best.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
So why are you just walking around to the dollar store like that's all you can afford? Why are you walking around to the concession places and to the thrift stores and believe that's all you can afford? When the King of Kings got everything and the Master of Masters got everything, and he wants you to have the best, but you decide you're going to have less, and you wanted to appreciate and accept you for that. I see some people on the street, man, they call themselves bums. And some of them, they try to look real rough and rigid so you can feel sorry for them. You ain't got to feel sorry for them because of the clothes they're wearing. You know how much money they collect on the streets? They could go to the dollar store and buy something. They have clothes in the dollar store that don't cost that much and look better than the ones they have. And they got all the money that you give to them, but they wouldn't dress themselves properly. Because poverty make you feel sorry and guilty. Poverty is nothing but a curse.
Oh, man. Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
And the oldest reason you keep on holding on to it is because you don't want to get out of it. Some of you hold on to poverty like it's your best friend. Some of you hold on to poverty like, hey, guess what? This is my friend. I'm going to sleep with you tonight. I'm going to wake up with you in the morning, because that's what me and you going to do. When we get up in the morning, we're going to go to the flea market and we're going to get some leftovers. But we're not going to go to the places where we have to spend more than $3 or $4. You call yourself king when you're going to be king.
Come on.
The king don't want to see you looking like this. Listen, I just got to tell you, when the brother, the prodigal son, when he went away and ate in the pig trap, and he was coming back, what did the father say to do?
Bring the best robe.
Bring the best robe and put on him.
Put a ring on it.
Wash him first. Some of you need a bath. Give him a bath first. And some nice cologne. Make sure he groomed himself first. And then take a clean robe, a nice one, a royal one, and put over him. James Brown in the house. Put a mortar robe on him. Hallelujah. And then put a ring on his finger and a chain around his neck. Some of you got problems with chain. No, we ain't got problems with chain. We got problems with symbols. Not chains. I only got problem with chains around my neck and my hands and my ankle. I got problem when they try to walk with me in my hands and my back and try to put me in a place where I don't want to go. That's what I got problem with. But you give me a nice chain, a beautiful gold chain. And some of you, if you want to go buy me one, I will receive it. Yes. And pastor would wear it. Hallelujah. And you want to give me a nice watch or whatever, some gold or something, nice ring, I would receive it because I'm a king. Did you know that Solomon, the queen of Sheba, she brought all kinds of riches and wealth to him? Did you say that you think Solomon said he didn't want it? Solomon took it and he was rich. And he said he made gold and silver like stones on the streets.
Silver.
Hallelujah. Some of you ain't bringing nothing but problems. You ain't bringing nothing to the pastor but come on, pray for me. That's it. What will you get? I got a headache. Well, yeah, you must get a headache because you ain't eating right. You eating bad food and you're talking about you got a headache. I got a stomach ache. Well, what did you eat? Some of you don't even, you don't even know what the dietary laws is. Don't even know what the dietary laws is in the scriptures. What's that? Some of you say. But let's go for a minute here. Give me about 15 minutes. That's it. That's all I need. That's it. You can time me now. 15 minutes, right? That's what I need. So hear what he says here. Shaul, emissary of Yahushua Messiah, by the desire of Elohim, and Timotheus, our brother, to the set apart ones in Colossus, and a true brother of Messiah, favor to you and peace from Elohim our Father and the Master Yahushua Messiah. We give thanks to Elohim, our Father, and our Father of our Master Yahushua Messiah, praying always for you. Some of you need prayer, and I do too. He said, having heard of your belief in Messiah Yahushua and of your love for all the set apart ones. That means you love Yah people and you love Yah's word. You love the Master Yahushua and you love his word. That's what he's saying. He said, because of expectation that is laid up for you in the heavens. What expectation that is laid up for you? That I would share the spoil with the strong, he says. That is an expectation that I have. I have an expectation that whatever he have in heaven, bring praises to the Master Yahushua. Whatever I loose on earth, that when he loose in heaven, I got an expectation that whatever I ask of him in his name, he will grant it. Because I believe in faith, and I believe that if I give, it will come back to me. He said that you should pay your tithes, and he said that I would give it with a promise. I promise you that if you do it, that I will bless you for it. Look it up.
Yes, sir.
But some of you don't believe that. Some of you say, what tithes? We ain't talking about a tithes. Oh, we ain't talking about something you can put on. You're talking about something that you give from your earnings. Tithes, what's that? Some of you talking about 10%. What is 10%? Well, go and calculate it. And try to figure it out. If you have $1, what would be 10% of that?
10 cents.
Okay. So maybe if you don't know how to count it by 25, count it by $1. put $1 down, $1 down, $1 down, and take out the 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent from all those dollars and see what you get. If you don't know how to divide it up, then just lay it out and take 10 cents out of every dollar till you get there. So hear what he says here, listen. So verse 5, he said, because of the expectation that is laid up for you in heavens, and not just heavens, of which you heard before in the world of the truth of the good news, which has come to you, as also in all the world it is, he said, bearing fruits and growing. Bearing fruits. How are you going to bear fruits when you don't plant nothing? What fruits are you going to bear when you refuse to sow? What fruits are you going to bear when you're not a planter? In order for you to reap something, you got to plant something. In order for fruit to grow, you got to have a seed. And it got to go in good soil. Because if it don't go in good soil, then guess what? You're going to have a dead seed. But you want a live seed to give germination and come up and spring up and life to it. But some of you going, so what? A headache. Hear what it says. Finishing up verse 6. He said, since the day you heard and the good, since you heard and knew the favor of Elohim in truth, as you also learned from Ephesus, our beloved fellow servant, who is the true servant of Messiah, on behalf, it said, on your behalf, who also dedicated to us your declared to us your love in the Spirit. Who declared to us your love in the Spirit? He said that is also why we, from the day we heard, have not ceased praying for you and asking that of the desire in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. We desire you to have wisdom and spiritual understanding. But again, in order to have wisdom, wisdom don't come to cheap, broke people. Who is going to get wisdom? Where were you going to get wisdom from? When you don't listen to the command. You think the master is going to give you wisdom when you can't give back to him what he gave to you and ask you for 10%, but he going to give you wisdom on top of that? Do you not know that wisdom costs more than 10%?
Yes, sir.
But some of you want wisdom. Oh, I'm wise. Wise in what? Wise in what? Your $2? You ain't wise in that. Because you ain't even putting anything towards yourself. So how you can be wise in that? He said a wise man store up what?
Inheritance for his children.
For himself and for his children and the children. A wise man will live an inheritance. What inheritance are you going to live? And what wisdom are you going to have when you got nothing and you're broke? When the word said that nobody listened to a poor man. No one listened to a poor man. Who is listening to you? When you call the dog, he's running away. He know you ain't got nothing to feed him but a beating. Hey, even dead. But you're talking about, listen, let me tell you something. We going someplace. He says, verses 10, he says, to walk worthy of the master, pleasing all, bearing fruits in every good works, and increasing in the knowledge of Elohim. Bearing fruits. Again, and increasing. What increase? Well, how are you going to increase if you don't plant nothing? How are you going to increase if you don't sow nothing? How are you going to increase? What are you going to do? You ain't putting no money in the bank, but you're going and talking about I come for a withdrawal. Withdrawal what? What you going to withdraw? Yeah, you're going to withdraw the police. That's what you're going to go walk back out with. You're going to withdraw. I'm going to withdraw. Go ahead, writing a note to the teller. Can you give me? I ain't talking like no. But can you give me $5,000? $5,000. He's talking about. Okay, let me look in your account. But you, sir, you don't have a bank account here. Well, the word said, ask and you shall receive. Hallelujah. But let's go for a minute. He said, being empowered with all power, according to the might of his esteem, for the endurance and patience with joy. What? Being empowered? How are you going to be empowered? Who are you going to be empowered to? Empowered to what? Your car know you ain't empowered. Your car know. Your car know because the last time you put some gas in it was $5. And the car know that after I done use up the $5, I ain't got no more power. Right. Your children know you ain't got no power. What power? Because they ate the last sandwich that was in the refrigerator and they ain't got no more strength. Because you ain't got faith to believe that the master will supply all your needs according to his riches. You don't believe that. You don't believe that, or you believe in complaining and grumbling. You don't believe in trusting him. You don't believe in what he said to do. No, because if you do it, you ain't got no more. That's it. I'm broke now. I don't spend all the last of my check. I don't stretch it as far as I can. Your check was like rubber band man. Man, your checks was bouncing everywhere. Boy, hey, every time you turn around, bang! You ever see those little bitty ball on the stick? Boy, some of you got checks like that. Them checks go up and down and around and about. When are we going to come out? When are we going to have covenant? Because covenant is when we do what he said to do. What we say and what we do. He said it, we do it, and we covenant with him. He said that you should sow and you will reap. We covenant with that. That means I can receive whatever he said I can because I've done what he said I can't do.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
Devil say you can't. Satan has to then say you can't. Who say you can't? He said I can do all things through Messiah who strengtheneth me.
Yes, sir.
He says always have to give to every good work. Do you know what he says? If he said always have to give to every good work, would he not then provide for you? He will provide for you. I want you to see this real quick. Some of you got to come back. I think we may have to stretch this revival on because I got to preach this message and I can't do it in this few minutes. Giving thanks to the Father who has made us fit and sharing in the inheritance of the set apart ones in the light. Who made you fit? The Master made you fit. It was that, you fit. It was not any fitness. It was the Master who made you fit. How do you get fit? In the Word. I get fit by doing what he said. How would I reap an inheritance? You can't have no inheritance without having know something first to sow. What inheritance are you going to have? I'm trying to get an inheritance now. Inheritance, well, my dad is dead. My daddy just passed away. And I ain't got no inheritance from him. I got to help him go home. I got to get some money to pay for him to go home. What inheritance do he leave for me, left for me? What is the wisdom in that? And if I don't take step to change that and break that property, I would live the same thing he left for me, which is nothing. Right. You got to make sure that you do something and change your life so your children will have some better future. You're talking about you didn't have a good education. Well, make sure they get one.
That's right. That's right. Praise yeah. Hallelujah.
But you're talking about, well, I can't afford to send you to college because I didn't go to college and your grandmother didn't go to college and your great-grandmother didn't go to college. That's why we're in this mess. Hallelujah. Hear what he says. He said, who has delivered us from the authorities of darkness and transform us into the reign of his Son, of his love. He transformed us. He made that transform. He made us change. He did something for us. He gave us something. He laid up something for us. He take us from a broke mindset into a rich mindset. He put us into a mindset. When he was talking about having a mind, that was one of my scriptures. I was about to say, Pastor, let me show you. It's right here. It's right here. Philippians chapter 2. For let this mind be in you, which also was being in Messiah. I wanted to ask you, I said, Pastor, you mean I let you into my office and you went to read my notes? But I know he didn't read my notes. He hadn't read my notes because we came out from the office together. So it had to be the Spirit that was telling that. And he knew that I wasn't going to have time to tell you, so he uses him to tell you. Oh, you was I was sitting up there, I was like, yeah. Hallelujah. Because he knows the time was going to run out to me, and I won't get enough time to tell you that. Because I was going, oh man, what mind do we need to have of Messiah? What mind? He created all things. What mind do we have? We need to create some things for ourselves and for our children. What mind? He was not broke. What mind? He was not busted. What mind? He had everything. What mind? He is rich. What mind? He got heaven. What mind? He got earth. What mind? He got the sea. What mind? He got the river. What mind? He got the gold. What mind? He is rich. Have that mind. Yes. The next time you walk into Publix and you say, I can't afford this, you will never hear Messiah say he can't afford nothing. What mind do you need to have? Have that mind. The mind that I will never be broke again. I don't promise myself. And you know, sometimes my wife, she comes and she asks me, she said, oh, you're following the principles. I tell her, I can't be talking all of my business and telling you all my business because you will know everything about me. But so I can't. Sometimes I just gotta stay quiet. I just let her talk. I let her, okay, baby, I just go ahead. I just say, Because one thing about women, when they know you have money, you're gonna spend it.
Wait till you go home.
I know, right? All right now. Listen. But you gotta have wisdom. Because if you don't have a plan, if you don't make a plan, how are you gonna change the future when you don't plan now? If you don't store up for 7 years of farming, how are you gonna have 7 years of plenty?
Right.
When you have 7 years of plenty and you never stored up, when farming comes, you ain't got nothing. The last verse. We enter into this year. In whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sin, who is the likeness of the invisible Elohim, the firstborn of all creation. Mm-hmm. Because in him was created all that is in the heavens. Because of him, he created all things for himself. And if he created all things for himself, he didn't say, listen, this didn't say that God created all things. This didn't say that Yah created all things. Yahushua said that all things were created by me, for me, and through me. I didn't get no help to do it. It was through me. I'm the one that made heavens and thrones, principalities, and all authorities. It's given to me in my hands. Well, let me put this like this. The word said that he went into hell and he released all the captives. He had the power to walk into hell and release. Some of you living in hell and you still don't have release because he's not there to help you. He's there to listen to you. Some of you say, well, he's not listening to me. Yes, he's listening to you. He's listening to your nonsense. He's listening to your grumbling. He's listening to your complaining. But he's not going to help you. You know why he's not going to help you? Because you don't want help. You know why? Because you never asked for it. Because why? Because you don't have faith. Because why? You don't believe him. So he's going to sit right there with you when you're complaining, and he's going to talk with you, but he ain't going to do nothing about it. You don't want nothing done. You want to complain. I'm not going to give. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to. Well, don't do it. Keep you and your stinking money. Don't do it. He said where rot and must and all kinds of stuff, you store it there. But if you store it with him, he will bless you and bless your socks off. May the master bless you richly. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Praises be to you.
Some of you came in here today expecting, I don't know what you came to expect, or what you were expecting when you came. What were you expecting? A reef? What were you expecting? Revival? Have you been revived?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praises be
I'm going
to
to
you.
know if you've been revived or not. Because in a few minutes here, I'm going to see whether or not if this word is working on you. Because if the word is not working on you, well, guess what? Ain't nothing else could work on you. Because doctors can't heal your spirit. Doctors can't deliver your soul. Doctors can't save you.
Right.
So if the word don't heal you and transform you, you are not going to be transformed. You're going to steal. You're going to walk in broke and leave broke because you didn't apply the word. And I can't help you. Psychiatrists can't help you. There ain't no psychiatrist going to go and minister to your spirit. Get a little crazy now if you want to. Shall we say get delirious? Get a little crazy. Now it's time that you get a little crazy. Get a little crazy with your giving. Get a little crazy and say, Master, I just want to bless.
Praise you.
I tell some of you, I say, let's hold on 1 second. I say, come on and help me give the homeless some socks or a little beanie on the head or some gloves. How many of you responded? Okay, we got a basket right over there in the hallway. The socks is only a few dollars. The beanie only $1. The gloves just $1 or $2. You tell me you can't do that, but you want to be in ministry, aren't you? And you want the inheritance, don't you? And you wanted to share the spoil with the strong. What strong are you? Extra strong? What kind of strong are you? You're walking like this. You're scared of everything. I'm scared to believe. Because if I believe, they're going to want something. I'm scared to act. Because I might just have to change. And I'm going to have to get out of the ghetto and go in a nice place. I may have to get out from there and I may have to get out from my Pinto and drive me a nice Chevy. Some of you scared. Stop being scared. Trust. What are they going to do to you? Go ask for the money in the bank. What are they going to do to you? Tell you your credit not good? Okay, well then go fix it. What are they going to do to you? Trust in him and in the power of his word. What are you doing? Some of you make more money than you can probably think of anybody here, but you broke still. What you doing with your money? You paying Bill, you paying Hillary, and you paying Chelsea. You're paying all of them, but you're not paying yourself, and you're not paying Yahushua. And that's why the curse is going to be remained. So you're not changing nothing. Don't you see what they put in for you now? And let me help you with it. They got pull-ups. You're not seeing what they showing on TV now? You ain't got to go to the bathroom no more. You just buy those pull-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't see them advertising on TV?
Yep.
For men and women? You ain't got to trust the master no more for healing. You ain't got to believe him no more. If your bladder go, just let your bladder go. Right there. You can smell like all the people in nursing home. That's the kind of faith you want? Or do you want to believe him? Do you want to trust him? Do you want to have better for yourself and your children? Change your life. Change the way you shop for yourself. Change the way you dress yourself. Change the way you look at yourself. Treat yourself better than you do right now. Some of you treat yourself so bad, man, yourself is crying out. Mad at you for putting on the stuff you put on. Some of your bodies are saying, I don't look like that. Can you please get off of me? Them pants you put on stretch so much saying, I can't stretch no more. Don't you see it? They're crying out. Man, some of you got bodies you don't, we put on something decent, man. You got bodies, the clothes are saying, look at me, I'm bent over. I'm going to ask somebody from what's your ministry name again, Pastor? I always forget your ministry name. Bethel ministry. Bethel ministry, one of the men come up and they're gonna hold one of the basket here from Bethel ministry. Come on, deacon, whoever you're a part of this ministry. Oh, Pastor, maybe you want to hold it because I don't see your man moving. and from our ministry here. Come on up. Let me tell you what you're going to do first. Have a seat to one second. Okay, stand here. This is what we're going to do. I want you to use your faith, and I want you to exercise your faith. All right? Everyone from this ministry here is going to pay their tithes to this ministry. Everyone from Power Pack Ministry is going to pay their tithes to Power Pack Ministry. Then, whichever way you want to put your offering, or whatever blessing you want to give to whatever ministry, the only thing we saying to separate is the tithes. Let the tithes go to each house. But anything else, just be a blessing to wherever the master put on your heart to be a blessing. Hallelujah? Amen. Is that okay? Is that okay with you?
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Okay. Praise yeah. Well, come on. Some of you write out a check for some millions. Write out some for some thousands. Huh? Trust him and believe in him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Come on. Give the master praise. Give him praise.
There's a cord. Microphone.
Hallelujah. Oh yes. Come on. Bless the work. Come on now, bless the work. Hallelujah. He said you have more than enough. He'll give you more than enough. Don't worry about what you're going to eat or drink tomorrow. Worry about today because he'll provide for you for tomorrow. But he will bless you.
Hallelujah.
We got places to go. We got things to do. We got kingdom to build. We can't build kingdom with $5 and $6. We got to build the kingdom with some money and some faith. And we got to build the kingdom with you doing the right thing. How are we going to build the kingdom? With you acting right, getting the right mind, getting the faith, believing his word, standing on it, and dressing different from the world, and acting different from the world, and speaking different from the world, and walking different from the world. This is how we're going to do it. To let the world know we're not a part of them.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Those of you that still giving, give. It shall come back to you. A good measure, a pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Give, and it shall come back to you. You give to the Hallelujah. One second. I want to thank the listening audience. I even forget they were videotaping this, but it's okay. Those of you that have been listening to us and listening to our messages, I'm Pastor Reggie from Power Pack Ministries. Thank you again for joining in this revival. I want to thank you for giving the time and taking your time and being with us. If you want to call us and you want to be a part, you want to sow to this ministry, you want to bless this ministry, You want to help the work. You want to help Israel. You want to help the kingdom of Yah in the Master Yahushua. Then call us. We'll give you the P.O. box where you can able to partake, because you get in the word. So please be a partaker in everything we do. Area code 813-317-6806. One more time. Area code 813-317-6806.